Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday Night Live, folks. Yours truly, TT, Tanya Tomasovich. How's everybody doing? Before I get going on tonight's topic, which is the Zodiac sign, Scorpio. So we're moving right along, folks. We have 5 to go, or 4 to go after tonight. Tonight's Zodiac sign is Scorpio. Hello, Brianna. How are you? It is so nice out tonight, folks. I'm actually really surprised if anybody is watching. So if you get a chance, go outside right now and go do replay. Watch this replay. So I just want to, oh, there's like a little finch. I just filled my bird feeders. Shiny squirrel. Hello, Laura. So side note, Nigel is no longer with us. He crossed over last June, and this year, this spring, we are noticing a lot of extra activity in the yard. We have deer, we have a gray squirrel, a red squirrel, a black squirrel. We had on the trail cam, we had a bear, we had fox, we have turkeys now, and let's see what else, a pheasant. And yeah, and lots of crows. I'm trying to friend a crow. So if anybody knows how to friend a crow, please reach out to me or comment on here because I want to friend a crow. All right? Yes, I do. Okay, so I have just so much going on in my brain right now. Okay, updates and events. So I have been called to offer an online follow along course. This might be backwards to you. If not, it's the self-love workbook. I am going to be doing that on Sundays. It is 8. I think it's going to be between 8 and 10, depending on how much we get through. But there is a lot. I mean, just in chapter 8 of self-growth, there's probably like 20 different chapters. So I'm probably going to pick 2 out of there and then 1 out of the other ones. But if you have the book, I highly recommend and encourage you to follow along with me as we do it every week. We're going to talk about the assignments. Feel free to comment on here as we go along, but I highly recommend that on the days that we are not talking about this, you finish the chapters on your own. If we skip forward, please, I highly recommend. I'm halfway and I started this a year ago. So it's been on my heart space and tugging on my heartstrings to finish this. And I thought, well, best way to hold myself accountable is to do it live and offer it. That's for free on Sundays. It will start this Sunday at 6 o'clock. All right. So I have been forgetting to give a shout out to a cool girl named Carla Svendlund. I'm going to murder this last name. Carla Svendlund. She has Divine Vibes Sound Therapy in Harlem Street in Altoona. And I have gone to her. My husband has gone to her. And it's a very interesting, unique experience and a way of healing. She has all kinds of sound therapy. She has drums, she has triangles, she has bowls, you name it. It's like a orchestra and a cathedral in this room that she does all her healing. So I highly recommend that you reach out to her. I will try to remember to post it, but if you go into the Intuitive Minds already know, just type in the search bar, Divine Vibes Sound Therapy, and she does have a Facebook page. Another shout out goes to a dear friend of Travis and I's, John Lee. He has an amazing ability. He just kind of, I guess this is his side hustle. I'm going to call it his side hustle. I hope you don't mind, John. And he has agreed to be on here, not tonight, but on a later date to talk about his new side hustle. And I'll just give you a little tidbit. It has something to do with your personalized meditation track. Did I just give it away? He made one for me, and from something that I've been struggling with lately, and oh my gosh. I actually listened to it at work today just because I was trying to get out of my head. So I'm gonna have John on here, and hopefully he can give you more details. He can tell you some pricing and where to reach out to him. So that's on a later date. And then my husband is also going to do a rose ceremony. If you guys have not heard about this, I have not done it. I want to do it. But the rose, I guess, has the highest, it's the highest vibrating flower, and you use it as a healing modality in like a Reiki setting. So stay tuned. Maybe we can get him on here and talk about his experience. What else? So events. So the self-love will be every Sunday, starting this Sunday. Hello, Elise. And June 3rd is the Bloomers citywide, and I am going to be selling the signs and the journals and the card bundles, and I'm hoping to get some bracelets made, some beaded bracelets made. What else do I sell? Oh, the signs, the journals, and the wish jars, That's on June 3rd at the Moose Lodge during the citywide thrift sales. And then I believe on July 1st, Travis and I are going to be, I think it's Amory. Stay tuned because I will be sharing those events, and that's where we'll be. Travis will do his Reiki, and I will be doing card readings and selling all my jazzy stuff that I've been just making. Hello, Courtney. Oh, there's people watching. I love it. I hope you're watching outside because it's too nice to be inside. I wish I could have my windows open, but it's going to be too loud. And then we're also going to do, there was another one we were going to do. So July 1st. Oh, and then we are going to do, I believe this one is at the, is at the Lismore. And that is the Witches Ball. The Witches Ball. We were just volunteering last year, but we have made, we took the plunge. We bit the bullet. And we're going to have a booth there. So lots of cool events. And if you have any questions, just comment on here or reach out to me if you're at all interested in a card reading. I do in person and online. And Travis does Reiki. He has just started doing remote Reiki. So he actually did some remote to guy that just happened to pop into our lives through, like friend of a friend of a friend, and he lives in Ireland. Isn't that awesome? And so he's been working with him remotely. So yeah, so things are happening, folks. Seeds have been planted, sprouts are growing, and who knows where we'll be, and a lot can happen in just a week. Oh, how was everybody's full moon? As I'm going to shuffle here because we're going to start pulling cards here, and then because that's what we do here. You just don't come on here and listen to TT talk. How was everybody's full moon? Oh my gosh, like the last I've had the craziest not this week, but the last 2 weeks before that. It has just been like crazy energy. I cried like five days in a row. It was just bananas, and that's the way it goes. I can feel it coming, and I just have to let it release. I have to, sometimes we need to sit in our own dirty bath water, and not the hardest thing. One of the hardest lessons that I had to learn, through this style of living and journey, or whatever you want to call it, life, so-called life, is I was no longer like physically able to repress my emotions. And that's the hardest lesson I learned is how when we repress things and we don't get them out in some way, shape, or form, whether it's journaling or actually just saying them out loud or having a conversation or try to find a creative outlet like painting or journal. I journal like when stuff is pent up. And I've been so busy with my making stuff for events and trying to get my Oracle card completed. I have not been taking the time I need to journal. but it's very important. There's science behind it, how when you put your thoughts into paper, and not just journaling. I was corrected. Not just journaling brings out the magic of your creativity and it's therapeutic, but many kinds of outlets. You know, some people their outlet might be meditation. Some might be they just need sleep, you know, wake up with messages and direction and, you know, epiphanies. Some might be creating something. Some might be just still in silence, or, you know, being in nature. All right. So this deck that we're just going to start off is the Spirit Junkie. And I'm going to pull a card, and then we're going to kind of tap into our energy. I've got more time tonight, being that we're started a little later. So, all right. So we're going to pull a card, and then we're going to activate our energies tonight. I don't think we did that last time. Ooh. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. Well, that's a good one. And this, you know, when you hear the term or the word holding space, there's nothing more to it. It's not fancy. It doesn't have to be, but there's so much power in holding space for someone. When we are in our Reiki classes and our Reiki shares, and you know, there's newbies there, and then there's people that are more comfortable and they can feel more and they get more, they're more experienced, they've done it longer, or they're just more in tune or more awake, they're more open. But they say, well, I'm just holding space. No. You're not just holding space. You are holding space for that person. And if something more comes to you in that very moment as you're holding space, aren't you glad that you were holding space for that energy to come through, or for that vision or that sensation or that feeling or that message? Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. It's a big deal to hold space for someone. Sometimes that's really all that other person may need, is just you to hold space, just to be in that moment with them, not do anything else. Just hold space. All right. Well, that'll set the night. All right. Let's activate our energies, folks. Okay, get your hands warmed up. I love doing this. I didn't set my intent before I got started because I was a little late, so that's why we're going to activate our energies. I'm going to ask for my spirit guides to be here. I am going to ask the universe I give them permission to use me as a conduit to bring in messages accurately and honestly with no judgment. Pull it away. And imagine there's a ball of energy. Oh, mine's like really. Oh, I can feel it. Ooh, I can feel it in my whole hand tonight. Oh, it is very spongy. You feel that, guys? I know some of you know how to do this because you've been following me, or you've watched me do it, or you've actually done it. I've showed you how to do this in your reading. And once you've got that energy, put something in this energy that maybe you'd like to let go tonight. I've been worrying a lot about stuff that I can't control. Worrying about the unknown. Ugh. Anybody out there? So I'm going to put all my worries about the unknown in this ball. And I'm going to ask God, You see these worries, they no longer serve me. And I want to be in this moment. And I want to be grateful for the things that I have in this moment, in this lifetime right now, with this breath. Oh, it's getting stronger. Holy cow. And I want to give myself grace tonight. Oh, wow. This is really cool, you guys. And then I want to ask you, God, to give some grace to my viewers tonight. Wow. Put that in your ball of energy, folks, and then give it to God. Give it to God. Can you feel that? I can really feel it. Wow. That's insane. All right. I'm giving it to you, God. It's yours. Take it. You have it. All right. How's everybody feeling after that? That should activate ya. All right. So we pulled a card. And I'll pull some more. I want to pull 2 cards. I want to pull a card, the Shaman's Dream. I'm going to pull a card from there. And then for the collective, I'm going to do a card from the Spirit of the Wheel. All right, but first, as promised, the Zodiac sign. Who are my Zodiacs? Forget what birthday it is. But the Zodiac sign, and I'm just reading, I just pulled up some stuff quick on the interweb, so if you see me look over, I'm using the interweb as my backup. So the Zodiac sign is dominated by the solar plexus chakra. Does anybody know where that is? Where is the solar plexus? I say solar plex, but the full term is solar plexus. Anybody? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Show me your hand. Comment on here if you know where the solar plex chakra is. Okay, it's above. Where is it? It's like between your navel and your sternum. Yeah, it's right there. Scorpios have immense control of their emotions, and this helps them battle their fears. All right, who are my Scorpios tonight? I like that. Dominated. So I picked the card out of this deck, and it is the solar plex chakra. And I'm just going to, this was not random. This was purposely pulled. So I just want to read to you the card message out of this deck, the Chakra Insight Oracle. Located between our navel and our sternum, our solar plexus is truly the sun center of our being. Hello, Kim. It is the energetic home base of our self-esteem, willpower, and individuality. When we speak about standing in our power, we speak of feeling centered, strong, and resilient within the core of our solar plexus. This card is a call to invite your inner fire to breathe into the depths of your belly and to move with more strength, courage, and confidence in the direction of your goals. Now is the time to move in the direction to be and achieve all that you can. So there's some affirmations here for our Scorpios. I am strong standing in my personal power today. I am worthy of being loved, respected, and listened to. I am proud, confident, and happy with myself. I deserve and accept the life I dream of. I choose to move forward in life. And that was just a short little tidbit of the solar plex. All right, there's some crystals. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that to me. Here we go. There's some crystals associated with the Scorpio. I was trying to find on here a little bit about Scorpio. The Scorpio. All right, here's the personality traits of Scorpio. Highly perceptive of the world. Scorpio inspires an ambitious drive to uncover the deepest and darkest truths. Seductive yet soulful, it stops at nothing in the pursuit of enlightenment and power. Unveiling a sensual shadow side, it seeks personal connection by freeing desires of physical intimacy and intense passion. Oh, and so our Scorpios are October 24th through November 21st. So if you are born between those days and you are a Scorpio, comment on here if that resonates with you at all. So some of the crystals associated that I just had in my collection are red jasper, rose quartz, hello Mindy, and Sodalite, and smoky quartz. I do not have a smoky quartz. But the red jasper offers Scorpios vitality, endurance, and determination to accomplish their goals. Rose quartz opens the heart of Scorpios to unconditional love, kindness, and compassion. And the Sodalite helps Scorpios express their thoughts and emotions in a gentle, peaceful manner. And smoky quartz helps Scorpios remain grounded and balanced and reconnect with their intuition. And I'm just going to read a little bit more on each stone. So red jasper, it increases libido, promotes fertility, and provides support to those who are recovering from an illness. And this other one, rose quartz. It opens the heart chakra, allowing vibrations of love to flow freely and without fear. It helps attract new love and promotes healthy, harmonious relationships. Oh, well, that's interesting. There's a strawberry quartz on here, but that's not, Go back. Strawberry quartz. Connect with their inner child. It encourages one to step back and feel the beauty of the present moment. It stimulates imagination and is greatly beneficial for those in a creative field of work. Strawberry quartz. I've never even heard of that. Rose quartz. We did that. So the smoky quartz. It facilitates a deep connection to Mother Earth and clears away negative thoughts. It acts as a gentle companion for anyone experiencing grief, depression, or anxiety. So those are some of the crystals associated with the zodiac sign of Scorpio. All right. That is that. Ooh, let's pull a card for our Scorpios. I like to pull cards. Who's our Scorpios? Somebody comment. Or you guys just all scrolling through and then you just... I have two eyes. Two people are watching. I don't know who they are. Because I think as soon as you pop on here and it says you're watching, it doesn't tell me who leaves. It just tells me that there's two eyes. Okay, so this next card I'm going to pull for Scorpios, and then the one after that is for the collective. Okay. The Will of the Wisp. Didn't we get this one like just recently? Holy cow, we're getting it again? Will of the Wisp. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Well, where were we back here? Scorpio have immense control of their emotions. Treasures hidden in the shadows. So the number is 62. 6 plus 2 is 8, if that resonates with you. Now, Look at this. So when I look at this from afar, I see like the butterflies, and then there's like little butterfly here and a fairy here. So when I look at this, it's blue, which represents the throat chakra. And it's kind of bluish green. So I'm going to put the throat and the heart chakra together to get like a bluish green. And it's like, so she's got this like white thing on her throat, which I'm drawn to like the throat, and because it's blue, the throat chakra. So we sometimes, usually, we associate like shadows as, you know, the dark, the dark. It's the place, it's dark, and it's the place that it's hard, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the place where when we stand in front of something so bright that it becomes dark. And we shouldn't be afraid of our shadows, because really shadows are, it's kind of an illusion, because it doesn't really exist. It's just a way of the way that the light is hitting, and it's like a block that's creating something that it looks there, kind of like a mirage. But the shadow is just, it's just where your light is. And we don't, the message I'm getting is like we shouldn't be afraid of our shadows. There's nothing more there than just like, it's darkness. It's the opposite of darkness. So find your shadow and you'll find your light. Look into the shadow and you will find your light. Look into the shadow and you will find your light. Treasures hidden in the shadows. That's my interpretation. Look into the shadow and you will find your light. I like that. Let's read from the book. Let's fill in the gaps. Look into the shadow, you will find your light. Will of the wisp hovers in her luminous glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. You may have been visited by her before. Yeah, not too long ago. But though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer, you decided, to remain on the journey you know. While you always have a choice as to whether to follow her or not, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. Will of the wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty into the pursuit of adventure, your comfort zone for the dangers of discovery, your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray, or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into places, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light. See it all as divine, and find a quiet, thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great journey of goodness awaits you. Ooh, 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 ooh. The book never ceases to amaze me. Love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. Any questions on that? I am going to pull, look at that. We're doing good, folks. Half hour. I'm going to pull a card for the collective. summons all the Scorpio energy. Immense control, our emotional Scorpios. I like this deck. It's easy to shuffle. Hopefully I will have my Oracle card deck that I am creating all on my own. I'm going to have it published, and hopefully I'll have them for sale by my birthday. My birthday is August 28th. So I'm pushing to have them launch my cards. Okay, this is for the collective. Spirit of the wheel. Ooh, blue moon. Mastery, recognition, and evolution. Blue moon. Well, they say like once in a blue moon because it like rarely happens. But I'm getting like it can be the opposite. Like you don't have to wait for your blue moon. And the way that these wolves are kind of just like running at you is like the message of like determination. Like, why wait? Do it now. Mastery, recognition, evolution. When I look at mastery, I think of like almost like, I'm getting the word teacher, but you can, by mastering something and by experiencing it and studying it and going over it and over it and over it, you are mastering that. And you can be able to teach it. There's a saying about like 1,000 hours. I'll have to ask Travis what that means. It's like I think Bruce Lee said it. 1,000 hits versus like 1,000 hours. I'll have to like ask him what it is or Google it, but it makes sense. And then recognition. Well, that kind of goes with the teacher. Like recognizing, allowing yourself to recognize that you are able to teach. And evolution is, you know, giving yourself that time to learn something so that you can teach. Don't wait for your blue moon. I like that. Let's read from the book. 28. Oh, look it. I pulled right to the page. The blue moon card is also known as the 13th moon. This card represents achievement at the highest level. 2 moons occurring within the same cycle means double the energy, influence, and power available to you at this time. This is a perfect opportunity for you to achieve mastery in some area of your life. The blue moon denotes some kind of recognition for your gifts. Material gain is indicated with this card as it signifies abundance on all levels. Self-empowerment is occurring even though you may be fearful of the transition. The blue moon's influence brings synchronicity, and it seems as if things just come easier for you now. You may very well feel the energy of the wolf spirit around you. As the teacher and pathfinder, the wolf can assist you greatly in this auspicious time. Become the master and allow your dreams and visions to be actualized. You have worked hard, so accept the recognition that goes with the blue moon. You deserve it. Well, I like that. All right, do we have any questions? Please, watch on replay. And I sometimes watch my own videos on replay. All right, any questions? I hope you all have a good night. Tune in on Sunday. Tune in on Sunday and that's Mother's Day. Tune in on Sunday and we will start the intro to this book. Do you guys want to know what it is? Should I give a sneak peek? of the chapter 1, self-love. So we're going to talk about it and take some notes. We'll walk through some of the homework. And then I'll pick, so if you have the book already, try to read the first chapter. Let's see. And it is like, I don't know, 16 pages. But most of the pages have like homework on it, so it's not that much to read. So try to read the first chapter in this book, and then we'll discuss what we have learned. All right? Okay. Thanks you all for watching. Have a good rest of the week.